Right. We'll go down the list, okay? We'll go down the list. You guys could put in your votes as well. So first of all, we've got Erangel Remastered. Erangel Remastered. Now, Erangel Remastered is nice. I like it. But is it S tier? Is it S tier? Hey, you think Erangel? But I think classic Erangel. I think classic Erangel is S tier. Right? S tier classic Erangel. Why not just 1 to 5? Like, best tier, like, you know, come on. Classic is S. And I think Remastered is A. That's what I'm saying. S tier is top. There goes S is best, A, B, like, come on, like, down. High A. I don't think it's S. I don't think it's good, you know, the gritty feel of old Erangel, the darkness of it, you know. It was a hardcore feeling. I think Erangel Classic takes Erangel Remastered. What did that stand for? I don't know, like super tier? Other way for you, Simon? Oh, other way. I think classic Erangel, the, you know, old bridge, all the things. A just stands for AZAG, all right? Get over it. I think that's the way it has to go. How many people think Erangel Remastered is better than original Erangel? How many people think Erangel Remastered is better than Classic? Type 1 in chat if you believe Erangel Remastered is better than Classic. One. You think Erangel Remastered? 1. Type 2 if you prefer Classic. Two if you prefer Classic. When did Remaster come in? Remaster came in and they changed the bridges and all that. Added the ferry piers in. Two more 2s than 1s. It's looking like 1 for Elwood, 2 for Dave. 2. Smart ass. Oh dear. Get out of here, Zag. Okay, I think we're gonna leave this. I think Classic just takes it. Because it just had that darker feel. The old Erangel bridge. F easy claps. I don't know, because Vikendi Remastered, I would give a B. I would give Vikendi, but Vikendi Classic, I would put on S tier. I'd put it with Erangel Classic. I think Vikendi Classic and Erangel Classic, best 2 maps in the game. All that snow. GG, my friend, GG. My game's going terrible today. Stop killing everybody. I miss Vikendi bikes. Vikendi 6x6, not small. If it goes any lower than A, I'm gone for a good. I took it older, right? Like old Erangel. Old, like first when it came out. Remind me the differences. Old Vikendi, Mount Kresnik, full of snow everywhere. You know, that kind of stuff. The snow bikes. The snowmobiles. If you prefer classic Vikendi, 1 in chat. 2 for remastered Vikendi. And if you think it should be lower than all, if you think it should be in C or D, type 3. 1-1, we're going classic. Classic. 3. You think it should be lower? You don't like Vikendi at all? Who complains about snow on a snow map? Like, that's the point. It's a snow map. You might not like the snow, but it's a snow map. That's like complaining about, oh, I don't like the sand on Miramar, but that's the map. Nice to play. You don't like it to play? So you would put it lower? There are betters. Okay. We'll look at the list again when we go through, right? Tiago. Tiago for me would probably be, oh, is it a beta? A beta. Like, I enjoy Tiago. I think it's okay these days. I didn't like it when it first came out, but I think altogether, a beta. S tier for you? A tier? F? You don't like Tiago at all? Ooh. A, right. If you think it's A, write a paragraph why it is on the same level as Erangel Remastered, or if you think it's S tier, tell me why you think it's on the classic level. Give me a reason. Give me a reason why it should be on that level. Tiago's fun. Wish they did a version without self-res, though. I don't mind self-res. This is a PG stream. Behave. We walk through the sound grates on my nerves. Blue zones and come back. For better or worse, Big Rig Bob? A for me, it's not so good as the above, but I enjoy the new stuff. I think you could talk me into A, maybe. You could talk me into A. You could talk me into A, maybe. Dun, 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 dun. Too many drops, too much loot. Oh. Is that good PUBG? Everyone has different opinions. It does. Between A and B, I think I'd like to play as much as I like to play Vikendi Remastered. So I'll put it there. I'd prefer to play Erangel Remastered. Would you prefer to play Tiago or Erangel? That is your question. Which one would you rather play? Would you put it on the same level as Erangel? Is it going up there? I like Tiago. I would. Okay. Some of you boys would, but I'm going to keep it in B for my list. Haven duos. I'm going to have duos in C tier. Haven is a lot of fun, and I love Haven, but I still think it should be its own mode. For that, I'm going to put it in C, because I like to get it, but we also have Haven squads. We have Haven squads, though, remember, which I would put all the way down in E. Because the player limit's only 32. Only 32, so... you say S for Haven squads? I will pass. Isn't in the esports map rotation, just saying. Well, that's why it's down there with Vikendi. D? You like Haven that much? I prefer, what? Haven squads. But you don't like duos? Haven is D for me. Oh, we've got mixed opinions about Haven. Does anyone want to talk me and moving my things? If you want to make me move my things up, go on. I'm taking it now. D for both of them. Haven is a D. I haven't played ever, so can't comment. I have D minus, so like E. I think duos is probably better than squads, but I actually haven't played it. Maybe duos is worse. Maybe this is the wrong way around. Maybe it should be like this. It's the limited count. That's what's got it for a C for me. That's what's got it for a C. But maybe that should be a D. Maybe like this. Like, I love the maps. I think it's great fun, but it's the player limit. It's definitely the player limits. Like this. D and E. It's the player limit, Krusty. If you chuck that player limit up to 64, I'd take it. There isn't a Haven solo on here, though. Should we, like, Haven solo? Like, you know, speechless. Speechless. I've turned the ads on, to be honest. CD. I think that's what we're going to stick with. Karakin. Karakin for me. I love Karakin. I love Karakin. I think it's a great map. But I believe recently, with how sweaty the game is, it's like moved down a little bit for me. So it's either A or B, I believe. It's either A or B. The quick gameplay and 4-ring fight is what we mean to the S. What the Karakin, that does have the quick gameplay. I think, right, Karakin is nearly an S if you don't get it one after another. If you wanted to play, okay, let's think about this in a whole thing. If you want to play a small map, Karakin is the map to play. You land, you fight, you're done. You land, you fight, you're done. But because we can't select that map and we get it too much, I think it goes into an A. I think it goes into an A because of that. Sorry for Haven can be said for Karakan also. I disagree because Haven, I feel like half the lobby dies to bots. You've also got a driving car around, a helicopter. And you only get like, you know, I feel it's a lot different to Karakan. Karakan, you land at a compound, you run to the top of the hill, you can see every team in the game. Haven, you land at the top of the building, you might not see anyone for 50 years. I think it's an A. A. Miramar Remastered. Miramar Remastered and Miramar Classic. What was Miramar Classic like? I don't really remember this. A nice man. My friend. Pickle gets a semi-pro. If Haven had its own playlist, Krusty, I would like it. But Karakan, I can still bet. Like, you know, I want to play Karakan. Less bushes, they added more. Should we put them as the same? Miramar as a C? Well, let's look at the best way to look at this is look at our maps and go, which would we rather have in a row? And I would rather have the Kendi Remastered or Tiago over Miramar. So it would definitely be at least a C. I think the problem with Miramar for me is that all the best things are in other places. Delta, Haven squads just about stays for me because I like it on solo squads. I don't mind it on solo squads, so it just about stays there. I think Miramar's a good C. A good C. Paramo. Now, this is going to be a weird one for you guys. Paramo's going to be a weird one for you guys. But Paramo goes up to A tier for me. It's an A tier map for me. It's like another Paramo. Sound out classics? Boom. Paramo. Another quick, fast map. Has a bit of dead time in the middle game. Would I rather play Karakan? I don't really mind either. Maybe be a B. It might be a B. It might just be underneath Karakan. How are you, Hamish? Lovely to see you, by the way, buddy. How's your stream today? B. How's your stream, my man? Paramo's a B because I'd rather play Karakan Erangel. I think you're right. I can get down with that. I know a lot of people don't like Paramo. Do we have any Paramo haters in here? Sound Classic is S tier. I don't think Sound Classic is S tier. Times in a row? Yeah, like I'm happy to have it in a row. Like that pops it up for me. Like I'm nearly tempted to change this to like this. Like I'm not lying. Like this is. I'm nearly tempted to change this. How the game's with you? Absolutely terrible. That's why we're doing this. Like it's nearly like that for me. The way I want to play the maps, I couldn't kill anyone today. Anyone. How you doing, Mackenzie? Chat, do you agree with this update? Type 1 if you want me to revert it back and put Paramo for Kendi back into B. Type 2. Yeah, but I struggled today, Hamish. How were your games today? Did you nail it again? I just couldn't. Every time I get like to 5, 6 kills and I'd just die. Got some ones, 2 ones. 1. We're going to keep this. We're happy with this. Like, we'd rather play Erangel like that on the same kind of level. Paramo at B is generous. I'll go this up. No one completely disagree. Does anyone have something in there they really don't think should be there? They think I should 100% change. Before we get over to the big boy. The big boy Sadok. Where we thought we ran into it as a fake dressing gown. Paramo to B. But I would rather play Paramo over Vikendi. So Vikendi, if Paramo goes down, Vikendi has to go down. It would have to be like that if that counts. Like if we're going in ways. I could live with that. It has to go like that. Vikendi is on the same tier. Vikendi Ramaz is the same tier as Paramo. I'm the only one. Miri on S or A. Let's go. No, we're not having Miramar up there. Right. Sanhok Remastered. Sanhok Remastered. For me, is a B. I know you guys don't like it. I know you guys don't like it, but I would rather play it over Miramar. I would rather have 2 Sanhoks in a row than 2 Miramars in a row. Then 2 Miramars in a row. Bite me. Bite me. Sanhok Remastered. It's got the bushes, the loot trucks. Everyone's got ghillies. And then Sanhok Classic is an A tier. A tier. Every Mars squad's everything. We're going over what we normally play. So TPP, solo squads for me was what I mostly play. Rollback Sanhok. Rollback Sanhok. What drugs you on? Sanhok Classic C for me. C for you. You prefer Remastered? Classic A. I've got Classic in A. Rubbish for C. I agree with C. I would rather play Sanhok Remastered over Miramar too many times in a row. If it is, it's above Miramar still for me. No, Remastered goes to an F for me. Really? It's that bad? What, you would have that below Haven? You'd have this below Haven? See what's happening here? Clickbait reaction content. Be higher, surely. I think Haven... I haven't played Haven Duo, so I can't rate it, but Haven solos are a lot of fun. I think Duos could be a bit messy. Tego F. You think Tego's down lower? You're right, though. I would rather play more Sanhok Remastered than I would Tiago. So that also means we're bringing Tiago down to here. We've had rough matches today. We're just taking a breather. I think if we're going to go like that, it would go like that. F is left out. We'll just wait for the new PUBG map and we'll put that into F. The new one. Makes it a B for me. I don't find Sanhok too campy. Too campy. Right. See, I think we could go like minimal that. Minimal. Does anyone completely disagree with the list? Average aside from Haven, that's a bin. I like Haven. I don't mind Haven at all. I think it's a great map, especially for solos. But obviously we don't have solos on here. Be happy. Sanhok Classic down lower. Not for me. Not for me. I would play Sanhok Classic 24/7. If we move Sanhok Classic down, we have to move the rest all down another layer. Whereabouts is this list? I'll link it when we're done, Larry. I'll link it in the chat when we're done. So if we move Sanhok down, I would have to do this. I would have to. I would have to go like this. This is actually really hard. This is actually really hard. But no, because I think I'd rather, like, I would play these two together for me. I like the small maps. Haven's more fun than Sanhok. No, I'm a Sanhok fan. I play Sanhok a lot, you know? It was the map I started playing PUBG on. Can you remaster with a B? It's because they got rid of Kresnik. Get out of here, Timeless. No, I like Sanhok, okay? Stop it. You're all bullies. We'll do weapons after. We'll do weapons after. Right, let me see. Is this the list I'm going to go with? If we have Haven solos, if solos was there, I would chuck it up to, like, C. Like, maybe even B. Unsub, hard agree. Affect the decision. It shouldn't affect the decision. I would rather... The point is, if right now, right, if we loaded up the game, I play 2 Tiagos in a row, 2 Sanhoks in a row, I would rather play the 2 Sanhoks in the row. Classic Erangel, the old bridges, the grittiness, the darkness of the map, great. The Kendi, the snow, the snowmobiles, Mount Kresnik, Great map. Has to be S tier. Erangel Remastered, wouldn't it? Would Erangel Remastered would be S tier? Erangel Remastered would be S tier, but it doesn't have the bridges. The bridges have taken away the S tier away from it and the blowing up cars. Karakin. I love Karakin. Karakin, fast little map, great map. When I was playing PC, jump in, get some guns, kill, boom, die, go again. But because you can't select that map or force yourself on it, I believe it's an A tier. The Kendi Remastered, they took away too much snow. I still like the map in general, but it like chucks it down below. You know, bad enough. Sanhok Classic, I actually love Sanhok Classic. I'm tempted to put Sanhok Classic up to A tier over Paramo. Over Paramo. I think it's got to. I think this. I like small maps. I think this might be my list. Diego. I think this might actually be my list. For me. I think this is my list. Second is better than Paramo. The Kendi is B. The Kendi Classic is B. Smallest map. The smallest map. You said, Krusty, if it had more players on it, I would have it higher. I wish I could have a say on the Sanhok Classic, but I've only played Sanhok. Direction map. It definitely does your play style to take your map preference. Apart from Haven. Where would you have Haven, Lois? 64 players, Haven, squads. I'd probably have it on B tier. B tier map. Close to A tier. Haven needs to be 50 people, not 32. Even 50 would do. Make it this fast, exciting map on the drop. But the low player countage ruins the map. Ruins the PUBG experience. You could play that in normal Call of Duty back in like 2010. 2010, you could play normal Haven. You'll take that. I think we're done, ladies and gentlemen. I think this... What does this even mean? View community. Are you ready? Should we view community? Does this... Oh, there's no tiers. Okay. How do I go back? That is our list. Right, I'll get the link for you guys. If you want to give it your own link. Boom.